Well, we're here today with Carlos Hidalgo. He is the Principal and CEO of ANNUITAS here at the B2B Content and Conversion Conference. And Carlos, we wanted to start out talking to you about what are some of the exciting things you're seeing here at the conference.
I think one of the things I'm seeing is just a general excitement among B2B marketers. What I have seen is marketers who are looking to really do things differently, drive change in their organizations, assume leadership positions in their organizations, and are starting to understand that even more so than sales, when it comes to engaging the buyer and helping the buyer through their buyer's journey, they are more relevant in many aspects because of the need to create content, the need to mine data, the need to understand the behaviors of that buyer. And so I'm seeing a huge push and a huge understanding of that and saying, all right, now that we're here, what are the key changes and transformational points that we need to make in our organization to get to that next frontier and truly put us in an even more strategic position to engage our buyers throughout their buying process?
Well, it's interesting you mentioned data. We're here, it's a content focused conference, obviously, but data is becoming a larger part of people's content marketing strategies. Are you seeing that in your consultancy?
We are, and I also think there's a peril, though, where organizations are all rushing to this whole idea of predictive and big data. Big data and predictive without context is just more data. And so what we're really saying is there's a data governance structure that you have to have and understand. And then once you design that and once you put in place a program that speaks to that buyer, analyzing that data on the back end to then bring that intelligence and then say, how do we use some of our key data elements in predictive to help inform what we're going to do going forward and make the necessary tweaks? That's what's really key for us. So we are seeing that. We just take a little bit different slant to it.
Could you talk about some of the folks that you're working with who are doing an exceptional job of incorporating data into their content strategy?
Yeah, I would highlight, and I did in our session today, PR Newswire is an organization we've been working with for quite a while, and the results that they're driving, where they're now taking a look and saying, we understand what our data set is, we understand the engagement that our buyers are going through, and we have so many data elements now we can put against that buyer. Not only are we able to look at the buyer engagement end to end, we're actually able to now, through that data, measure content performance, channel performance, and also starting to really measure the entire journey and have a marketing contribution to pipeline and so many of those elements that are just making them better at overall buyer engagement and driving demand generation.
At ANNUITAS, how are you folks using data in your marketing campaigns?
Well, again, I think we're doing with what we're doing with our clients is we're using data to help further and inform us on what we're going to do. So to the point where once a inquiry comes in or a lead comes in, we can take a look at that, and by the data work that we have done, we are now able to ascertain, is that someone that we need to pursue because we think they're going to be a great account for us, or should we pass them off because we know they're not going to be a good account for us? And so just through the work that we're doing with that set of data, we're able to actually have that analysis and understand that at a deeper level. It makes us much more efficient from a sales process, and it also makes us much more effective overall with our use of time. And quite honestly, it's a better experience for the buyer. When we're able to say, hey, we're not going to be a good fit, let's move you here or pass you off to one of our partners, they actually appreciate that as well.
So final question, what are some of the things you think will be driving content and marketing in the coming year?
What do I think or what do I hope? I'll tell you what I hope. I hope that organizations say our whole drive is to become more buyer-centric. I still see so many organizations where it's an internal view, it's what we want with the buyer to do, it's our sales process, what content we want to deliver. And I really hope this is the year where organizations start to use data, they start to have better conversations with their buyers before they plan anything, before they start putting in place any kind of program, and make it all buyer-centric. It's not about what we want to say to our buyers, it's what our buyers need to hear from us. It's not how we want to sell, it's how our buyers want to buy. And I hope this year, through data, through just conversation, through research, and engagement with our buyer, we start to turn that and really start to drive results that is all about driving customer lifetime value and sustainable revenue as a result of our content work and marketing.
Well, thank you very much, Carlos. It was great to catch up with you here at the show. And
Always.
Thanks for your insights.
Great, thanks so much.